Hello and welcome to Talking Points. My name is Dimitri Ducker. I'm a partner success manager here at Talking Points. Super excited to have you with us today. What I'm going to do is quickly just let you know who Talking Points is, how our platform works, and then we're actually going to jump right into the platform and I'll show you around a little bit. So without further ado, let's go. So a little bit about what we do. Talking Points is a two-way, multilingual family engagement messaging platform. I know that's a mouthful, so the most important part is that two-way piece where now families can have a conversation with you. They can respond back. They can ask questions. Also, multilingual. So in addition to being able to send messages and communications in English, we support over 125 languages using a combination of AI or machine translation, and then our dynamic team of human translators. Lastly, we are an edtech nonprofit here to remove the language barrier for family engagement, especially given the past few years that we've had in education. It's more important than ever to have, all families have a seat at the table and to be able to speak with their child's teacher to really advocate and support their scholar. A bit about how it works. Once you get into your account and build your rosters, when you're ready to start sending out messages, let's just say you want to send one out to your first period class of 25 students. Imagine in this class of 25 students, you have 5 languages spoken. So let's say you have English, Spanish, Haitian Creole, Swahili, and Hindi. So when you send your message, you can draft it. And when you hit send, it'll automatically go out in all of the home languages of the audience. So once again, you don't have to designate it to say, I need to go out in Spanish, Swahili, Hindi, Haitian Creole. Nope, we do that work for you. On the family's end, once they get that message as a text in their home language, they'll be able to respond back in their home language. When they hit send, it'll be translated back into English for you. There's no extra lift on the family's end to make sure it gets back into English. We'll take care of all that for you. One of the beautiful parts is for teachers. You can use Talking Points through our Talking Points for Teachers mobile app or on the web browser. And as I'd mentioned, you can send those whole class announcements, or you can do, individual messages for one student's family. For your families, on their end, they'll start by getting all communication as a text message. But not everybody has unlimited texting, so they can download our free Talking Points for Families mobile app. And then we also have a web browser version available for them as well. I mentioned our translation in over 125 languages. On the screen are 20 of our most popular, but once again, we have many more that we support that aren't listed here. If you are curious to see our whole list, I definitely recommend checking out our website and looking at the language list to see, if there are any that are in your class or in your community that we service. And definitely keep an eye out because we're always adding to this on a regular basis. One of the things I love about Talking Points is it really allows all families to be engaged with the school. So once again, the families can build that direct line, that direct rapport with their classroom teacher. They don't have to worry about saying information, through the student, which sometimes things can get lost in translation or lost at the bottom of a backpack. So with Talking Points, it's instantaneous and a very easy way to engage your families. A few of my favorite features, and some of them I'll actually show you in the demo. So once again, the ability to send out whole class announcements or individual messages. You can also add photos and videos to your messages. You can add files from your computer or from Google Drive, and then send polls to your families to easily and quickly gather information. From the Talking Points for Teachers mobile app, you can also send a video to your families and then have the option to add automatically translated captions for them to see. As a former teacher, I know time is of the essence, so you're able to schedule messages to go out, as well as save message templates for messages you find yourself sending on a regular basis. And then lastly, from our analytics dashboard, it really gives you a great bird's eye view to see how are your families engaging on Talking Points, but then also to see, your own usage. So without further ado, let's jump into how to sign up. So when you go to our website, so talkingpoints.org, that's talkingpts.org, you'll go to the top right-hand side of your screen where it says sign up and click teachers and admin. Once you click, you'll be brought to this screen. You'll be asked to enter in your email address, and then you'll be prompted to answer a few questions about yourself. So the name of your school, your grade level, and your position. Once you're there, you'll get brought into your Talking Points account. So I'll log into our demo account here. Once you log in, it'll look very similar to what you see here. Obviously, this is a demo account, so there's a bunch of information added. But from first glance, you can see that you'll have your recent messages and announcements when you first log in. Once again, to build your classes, you'll go here. To add a class, it's very easy, okay? Let's just say this is test class 1, okay? You can select a grade, and this will be my 6th grade students. Once you make your class, then you'll be asked to add your students, okay? You can add them here by entering the student's name, contact information, so mom's or dad's or whoever's information, their relationship, their home language, and then their phone number. Obviously, if you're doing this for, maybe 25 students at once, it may be a lot to add them one at a time. So you can use one of our templates here and then copy and paste directly to the class. Once you add students, they will show up in this class. The next step is then, once you have your classes built, how do I send messages? So when you click on new message, you'll be asked to send an announcement or a direct message. So once again, an announcement will go out, whole class or to multiple classes. And then a direct message will go right to a student's family. You can indicate, multiple students. So for example, I'm going to send it to Alfie, Alma, and then I want to send it to Angela's mother, not her father. You can indicate all of that here. Then you can then draft your message. Hello, good afternoon. Will you be at conferences tomorrow? Okay. You can keep it open-ended, or if you wanted to make it a poll question, you can do that pretty easily and add your answer responses, yes or no. They can add as many options as you'd like. If you wanted to add files or videos from your computer, you would do them by using one of these 3 buttons. I had mentioned previously, you're able to save things as templates. So maybe it's a message around attendance, just checking in, a student wasn't in your class today. You can draft that message, hit this button called Save as Template, and then below where it says View Templates, you can see all of your templates here. Also, another really helpful feature is the ability to schedule a message. So from doing this, you can actually set the date and time you want it to go out. You can draft your message, schedule it in like a crock pot. You can set it and forget it. Once you sent your message out, you may want to go view some of your message threads and kind of see communication with your scholars and their families. So here we have Jamira Duckery. If you click on these 3 dots and view student details, you can see exactly who you're speaking with. So look, we're speaking with Jamira's grandfather. His name is Dimitri. What a coincidence. And he speaks Portuguese. So as you're going through the message thread, maybe you get a message back in English and you're not quite sure what they're trying to say. It could be some typos or something like that. The first thing you can do is see, how did my message go out in their home language? So you can go right here and click Show Translation. And now you can see your message, how it was translated in that home language. And then you're like, let me see how grandpa responded. You can click on this to see, what did he write in Portuguese? And this is really helpful if you speak that language to understand, get a bit more context there. And then I had mentioned the analytics dashboard. So if you click here, once again, you'll have a bird's eye view of all the activity in your account. You can separate it out by class, but right now I'm just looking at, my family engagement in general. The nice thing is that you can adjust it by, the date range. So whether it's a week, a month, maybe you look at it for the entirety of the school year, you can do that as well. And then have the results broken down on a daily, weekly, or monthly basis. As you scroll down, you can then get a bit more information like, who am I speaking with? You have a breakdown by language group, by L status if you include that. You can also see, how many of my numbers are invalid or how many families have unsubscribed. And then you can see, of my families, how many have downloaded the Talking Points app, and then how many are getting communication via text. Once again, as you go through, if you go to the bottom left-hand side of your account, if you go to the Help Center, if you do have any questions, definitely come here. Maybe you're just curious to learn more. You can do a quick search at the top, for the answer to your question. If you do have any questions that you can't find the answer to here in the Help Center, we definitely recommend going down to the bottom right and clicking on Send Us a Message. This will actually get you in touch with someone from our customer success team who is super knowledgeable. We ask that you give us as much information as possible about your issue or your question, and they'll be able to get back to you pretty quickly to help you resolve that issue. Once again, I'm super excited to be able to, go through this with you, and hopefully this has helped you all get started with your Talking Points accounts.